Meanwhile, Crezelda Venter, Chief Director of Economic Development in Gauteng, joined me to unpack the Gauteng Department's support for small businesses, particularly on the non-financial front, and the significance of the transformation agenda.
It's such a significant event that we thought it's important for us to attend because it's hosting retailers while we focus on Gauteng as a province, yes, but we obviously want to see the economy do well as well, and obviously it will venture into the other provinces as well. SMEs are the backbone of our economy. These retailers here are very significant for the Gauteng Liquor Board in particular, as a subsidiary of the Gauteng provincial government. With the work we do with them also in terms of the training, in terms of the efforts that they put into contributing meaningfully to the mainstream economy in particular, as they operate mostly in townships, yes, and in informal settlements as well. So we want to see them move from those spaces and create bigger establishments and become medium and larger enterprises. So we work with them in a sense of, as much as we empower them, and this program particularly from SAB also empowers them, we are then responsible to make sure that they become formal, so that they are able to be licensed, yes, and that comes with some costs. So it's important to see them flourishing so that we can see that their businesses are doing quite well and they're able, like I said, to contribute meaningfully to the economy as well.
And actually, how do you balance then, giving that support from a financial standpoint and also from a non-financial standpoint?
It is a tricky balance.
Yeah.
It is a tricky balance. You would have heard in the event, most of them are also from an older age group as well. Yes. We are quite fortunate to have those ones that would have been the youngsters being part of their either their mothers or their fathers' businesses, that they're able to impart knowledge as well that is relevant to the present moment where technology is a huge thing. So we do workshops, we do trainings for them. That would be the non-financial support as well. We do have agencies as well, like the Gauteng Enterprise Propeller as well, yes, that also assists us in making sure that they've got access to finance, yes, through loans and grants as well. Yes. So that is very important for us. We work within an ecosystem that allows them to flourish.
Yeah, and actually just talking about that, because obviously in terms of the transformation agenda, you also have to be intentional in also who you are giving support to. So, what kind of... is that a big priority in terms of also including women and young people as well? Because we know in the country that we've also got a very, very big crisis in terms of youth unemployment.
I think it's very key. The transformation agenda remains very pivotal in the work that we do. And if we are going to make an impact in the economy, it's important that we start with the youth. They are the biggest population that we do have. I think also you would have heard in the presentations that were done today, in terms of women building communities as well. Yes. It's very critical that we include them. The designated groups are very important for us to include. So most of our programs are usually channeled to target the youth and the women as well, just so that we are able to never lose focus of that particular element and how we empower the youth and the women in particular as well, to assist us in growing the economy as well.
And of course, I mean, you are, the voice of, the Gauteng government, but also we're looking at, the support that these businesses also get from the private sector. So where do government and the private sector then need to collaborate to make the operating environment for small businesses, to make it fertile for growth?
I think from that aspect, strategic partnerships are very critical. The partnership that we do have with SAB as well, as you can see, the work that they do speaks for itself as well. So for us, from the government side, we are responsible to create an enabling environment through the policies and legislations that we do have in place. And private sector usually has a bigger pot in terms of funding. So when you merge those two, it creates an environment that allows the SMEs, the retailers, the entrepreneurs to flourish as well, where we are able to provide the private sector, like I said, come with the money we have, but where there's much funding involved, we also like to do that as well. But to support each other for the bigger, prosperity of the industry as a whole.
Just, one last question in terms of regulation as well. You talk about creating an enabling policy environment. Is it actually moving at the pace that it is supposed to be moving to, so that these businesses can actually start growing at the pace that they are supposed to?
I think one thing that we do have, and I think we can't argue with this, that in terms of policy regulations, we have them in place. The challenge comes with implementation thereof. Okay. And obviously, some are quite old that we need to then adapt to the current environment as we speak. But we are trying to limit the red tape as well through the reviewing process of the kind of policies and legislation that we do have. I think another key one would be the ones that municipalities are also responsible for in terms of the bylaws as well.
That was Crezelda Venter, Chief Director of Economic Development in Gauteng.